it is Thursday, November 16th, and we did finally get some news on the Oakland Athletics. Apparently by 2028, there'll be no more. They will be the Las Vegas Athletics. 5 years from now, we have more on that. What they're going to do with the stadium, what's actually going on with this move. Is there anything that could still potentially block it as a long shot? But right now, the A's, they started in Philadelphia. They went to Kansas City, they went to Oakland, and now they're going to Las Vegas. So you're talking about 4 different cities. Bradley, the A's fan, also a PWTB contributor now. Just initial thoughts. What you feeling?
Definitely a sad day for A's fans today. Knowing that the owners decided all MLB owners decided to approve this relocation vote. So it's definitely a sad day for A's fans. But
go ahead, yeah.
But I personally believe the fight's still not over. The media wants you to believe that it's over, but it's not. There's still a teachers union out there who's fighting this. And if you could get this on a ballot, it's a long shot, but I believe you get this on the ballot.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about the teachers union, the Nevada teachers union a little bit. Just why, the fact that it was unanimous, right? I was not expecting that. I thought it would be close to 30. Maybe a couple owners were persuaded not to. But the fact that it was unanimous is pretty damning. I mean, that the owners, they like you said in a past episode, especially the Brewers owner, they're all kind of working together to get the A's out of Oakland, which to me is crazy. It's crazy how pro sports and the MLB can interject themselves. Like if a team relocates, that's fine, but MLB was actively helping them relocate is crazy to me. But what did you feel about it being unanimous? Were you expecting different or? Like what rumors did you hear? Yeah.
At first I did. At first I didn't. I thought maybe a couple owners like the Yankees owner, people who spend money, would vote no on this. But a couple weeks ago, it came out that they have to get this vote done by December 1st of this year, because otherwise they could lose that Tropicana site.
I didn't know that.
It came out just randomly a couple weeks ago saying that otherwise if they lose that Tropicana site, that $350 million that's tied with it from the Nevada legislation, that's also gone too.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit with the teachers union, because I heard, and to the viewers who don't know what we're talking about, there's a Nevada teachers union that, because the stadium is going to raise $380 million for public funding to fund this stadium. It's going to be $1 billion stadium, of course, but that portion is going from the public, and the teachers union is trying to block this. Why do you think this is a last gasp effort, or what is this purpose?
The teachers union still, because they don't like John Fisher. They think the $380 million that's going to them, that's going to John Fisher. They think the $380 million that's going to John Fisher needs to go to the schools. They need to go to the teachers so they can put more money in schools. They care more about schools than they do a billionaire who does not give a flying crap about his team, who does not spend money about his team, and who just does not care. And they think that the money should go towards the schools and not the owner.
Okay, so I agree and I disagree with you. I'm going to start where I disagree first, and we've talked about this in the past. We've done this in the past. So when you talk about the teachers union trying to block it, right, and keep the public funding, keep the $380 million, right? That is going, you know, when you build the stadium, right? So you build the stadium, do you know, like, there's gonna be so much revenue from that stadium that comes in, like the merchandise, the concession prices, parking, tickets, everything, right? You know, is gonna eventually pay back to the A's. So what I guess the argument of the A's owner, the Nevada governor, or whoever, is that once we raise all that money, and once all that money either goes to the stadium or to the state, then, you know, we can do things like fund education, stuff like that. So that's where I disagree. But where I agree is I support any measure to block this move, because this move was, like I said, was coordinated by the MLB. So do I agree with everything and the reason of the teachers union? Not really. I don't personally think they always, of course, education is very important, but I don't know if they always work to the teachers' advantage, you know, what's best for them and the students. But at the same time, yeah, I think even if I disagree, I support this, because we gotta block this move. I think this is bad by the MLB, and it's a bad look for pro sports. It's exactly what the NFL did. But so let's talk a little bit about the stadium issue.
Can I put one more? Can I put one more thing about the teachers union?
Yeah.
I think I saw this when they first came out with this whole move back in April. When they first came out with this move back in April, Nevada's school system is like really bad, and it's one of the lowest ranked, I think, in the United States.
Like graduation rate, stuff like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but and that's a good factor too. That, you know, maybe because I say in some states, like in my home state of Wisconsin, we're top 10 in education. So yes, we raise money, but we put it back into the schools. Maybe it's not true for Nevada. So you raise a good point there. So like I was saying though, so the move is going to happen in 2028. The A's will be in Oakland next year, but then what happens after that? I have my thoughts on this, I guess, but I'll ask you first. What happens after that?
After 2024?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been asking that question. I've asked many people this question. What are they going to do after next year? Nothing's really come out until about maybe 10 minutes ago, when Ron Mispert had his press conference. They're exploring other options. I've heard the Giants. I've heard the Giants Stadium. I've heard the AAA ballpark in Nevada. I believe that's in Reno. No, sorry. I think Vegas. Yeah, I think it's in Vegas. I think it's in Vegas. I don't remember. I've heard that. I've heard the Giants Stadium. I've even heard about the Coliseum. Going back there, maybe spending the rest of the years there. But the state there, the mayor of Oakland has put a demand saying that the city needs an expansion team for the A's to stay.
Okay, so I did want to touch on that later, but to get on the point about what happens next, or at least until they move to Vegas, if they do, we're still holding out hope they don't. But if this does happen and they're homeless in 2025 to 2027, two things that I don't think will happen. One, I don't think they're going to share a stadium with MLB. That's like super hard to do. With the scheduling, there's 162 games, so they shared with the Giants. That'd be ridiculously tough. And also a college stadium, I think you could rule out. With the NFL, it's a little different, because when the Titans moved, when they moved to Nashville, they played at Memphis's stadium for 2 years during the transition. But you can't. The college baseball stadiums are a lot smaller than college football stadiums, so you can't really do that. Bradley, I think, raises a good point about the AAA stadium. I think it's in Las Vegas. I don't exactly remember, but that's probably the best case. But whatever, they're going to have to hop on it right now. Because that's only a year away. If whether it's making a deal to stay in Oakland a little longer, whether it's going the triple, they got to hop on it right now because of the fact that we don't know where they're going is a big problem. But the last thing I did want to talk about, you were going to get into that, was a little bit about the future and expansion. So the Rays seem settled now. Unfortunately, it looks like the A's are settling somewhere. We hope not, and we're still pushing for not. Do you see MLB expanding in the near future? Is that the next goal, to get to 32 maybe?
Yeah, I see them expanding. I've been hearing Nashville, possibly getting an expansion team to start off. I think Nashville will get the expansion team. I think what they want to do is they want to put one in the NL and one in the AL.
Yeah, I agree with that, to get to 6 teams and kind of like it. Well, they got to 6 teams in the playoffs, get to 16 in each league, and then you got 32, kind of what the NFL is like. I see that. I see a Nashville or Charlotte. I don't necessarily want to see them go back to Montreal unless if it's a great plan. That's another one I've heard, but I agree with you for sure. Expansion is next up. But anyways, we're gonna keep monitoring this A situation if more updates come from. But unfortunately, not a great day of news. But we're gonna keep fighting. All right.